Hello, everybody. Welcome back to What's Happening Wednesday, Best Life and Beyond. It's our weekly live stream. We've been doing this for a long time. I always say it, but it's worth saying.
Well, some people may be new,
Yeah.
so that makes sense.
Whoa,
Oopsie. It
that's
slid.
not level.
It slid a little bit. Sorry. It was a little. There was a lot of negative space anyway. Anyway, hello.
What's up, you guys?
From me, Katie, and my pimple. My pimple and I say hi.
It's a three shot. There's three people in the shot: Katie, Spencer, and Katie's
pimple. It's a stress pimple.
Yeah.
Literally, I have so many now. Like, well, also the mask. I got mask knee.
Oh, mask knee. Yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah.
serious
I've had it too.
mask
I've had it like on my nose. I've had it like in these weird spots that I would normally.
Mine is all like right here from
ever-
like, you know, and
Yeah.
I hydrate a lot my face, and like then you go out and you sweat, and like the sweat gets in your pores and they get clogged, and you're just like, wow, this.
Details of which I
sucks.
do not want to hear.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
Hello, everyone. I hope you're all staying positive. That's the thing I struggle with. So feel normal, especially if you were here last week. You saw how not positive I was.
Very disappointing.
Very disappointing.
But she's not going to do that tonight.
No.
She swore.
Spencer said he would take the camera.
I would. I will take the camera and I will solo in the corner and we'll all be positive together because I am not going. I refuse. Let me rephrase it. I refuse to be negative about situations. I'm
Yeah.
taking control of how I feel about this
Which
whole
is
thing.
kind of funny because we sort of switch places because
Yeah.
normally in normal life, like literally from the beginning of this pandemic, like from all this stuff,
Yeah.
Spencer is 9 times out of 10, he's a lot more pessimistic than I am.
Well, I was in the beginning. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
In the beginning of this whole thing, I was very. I was prophetic because I predicted basically.
That was a very big word.
Yeah, I prophesized pretty much what happened.
He did.
And as dark and negative as it was at that time, I called it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of went through all my emotions about it right then and there because it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, whoa, this is happening. So that means this, and this. And then all of that happened. So I think I've kind of gotten numb to it or I've gotten used to it. I've grown accustomed to it in a weird way. So
Sorry to interrupt you, but Courtney said
sorry to interrupt, but I will interrupt you.
Courtney said, I'm a little uneasy about tomorrow. My dad starts back his chemo tomorrow after not having it for 2 months. Well, we will definitely say some prayers
Yeah.
and send some good vibes to
Love and
you
light
and
coming your
family.
way, Courtney. All right, that was worth interrupting. That's okay.
Yes,
That's
thank
okay.
you. Sorry, but I was
Otherwise, I'm
like,
going to call you
listen.
on it tonight for if it happens again.
But I am going to also interrupt you again because Danny Gonzalez sent $2 and says, the
Cheers,
video
Danny.
title worries me. LOL, love you guys. Now, we'll talk about it a little bit more. I know a lot of people are watching the debate.
The what?
The debate. I know,
not
politics. We're not
familiar.
even talking about politics.
The vice presidents.
Yes, the vice presidential debate. So we're going to kind of wait for people to finish up and then
Yeah.
come into the chat. We're also a little bit late today. There was just a lot. I was with my grandma all day pretty much, and then
Yeah.
I went to Target. And you know how it is when you get to Target. I was in Target for
I know.
almost 2 hours.
When you texted me and said,
I'm on my way
I'm
to
on
Target.
my way to Target, I'm like, I pretty much know the timeline of that's.
Yeah. How long was I there? It was a couple hours. It was
I would say a
while.
couple hours, which is
I
fine.
went down every single aisle.
It's fine because I was editing, so I knew I was like, good, I have more time to.
Be alone.
Yeah, because then inherently I will get a text about helping bring all the stuff in the house, and I have to leave what I'm doing. And so, as much as I want to, and I will always help, but it's just that I'm like, I'm in the middle of editing or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I was filming today without you. It's been happening a lot lately because you are taking care of your grandma, you have other responsibilities outside of the channel, and so we conquer and divide in those situations where you go do that, I cover channel stuff, and then that happens if and when I go back to work, then you will see Katie take the reins, hopefully.
Yeah.
And
Well, you'll see a lot more. Like, I think we are trying to, or we actually, not even that we need to, or we're trying to, it's that we need to
yeah.
just separate, you know, and sometimes we're not going to be together doing vlogs. That's just how
Yeah.
it is.
As
So
we do it
you
as much
know,
as humanly possible, but
it can't, especially when you're having, more comment. Oh, and thank you. Shannon said, I hope Katie's Oma is okay. Oh, my Oma's good.
Yeah.
She just needs to be driven everywhere. And
Yeah.
it's really hard because, we also have my niece in the family who's doing the school stuff, at home. And so she requires a lot of, help and work.
Her support team is spread thin.
Yes.
There's a few people in the family that go out of their way for her and to take care of her, which is admirable. But, Katie has to do her part. And so that's,
so it's, plus I want to spend time with my grandma in general. Even when I was with her today, I was kind of like, in a way, not that I'm like, I feel bad that like she has to be driven places, but I'm like, at the same time, I'm kind of happy because it kind of, and I use the word oddly, like forces, us to have to hang out in a good way, if that makes sense. It's like,
it gives you an opportunity.
Yeah, that's probably a better
forced.
word. I don't know
Because
what the word is. Like
when you're in a situation like I am, where I don't have my grandma anymore, either of them, we all have two of them. You realize that even the things that most annoyed you about that person, like, because you know how family is, we annoy each other. You wish for that every moment. Like, I wish my grandma would be here to annoy the living what out of me.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
And so it's such a weird thing how life is and how reality is and how when you're in it, it just seems like it's always going to be this way. Those people will always be around, but that's not the case.
Yeah.
And so you have to kind of step out of your false sense of immortality that we all have as humans, because I think there's so many distractions in life that we come across that make us like, I'm just going to go do what I do. And I've been on this earth for this many years, and what's going to change? But
it's
it
like
does.
I've had my whole life with her, and then my especially too, it really did kind of come to a big thought when Biggie passed away, because
you realized it at that
it's
point.
like that was the first real loss. I've said it so many times, like I didn't know what loss felt like.
Yeah.
And so I guess it made me stop and think, like, dang, my grandma is not gonna get any younger.
Right.
And of course, like I would always be helping her anyways, but I'd be like, oh man, I have to go and drive her, and like I really should be at the pool right now, or I should be filming with Spencer. And I'm like, you know what? Like, Spencer can do some of these by himself. Like, I can go with my grandma, and I'm happy I did.
It's nice. I don't get interrupted when I do.
See? It's a win-win.
I'm kidding.
You do get interrupted. Don't even care.
I do, but...
Let's be real here.
But, when it comes to doing what we do, we just adjust. There's a lot of adjustment in making videos and things, and kind of dealing with adverse conditions of even just the shoot itself. Yeah. The edit. I know that she knows this by doing videos on her own, that you have a thought in your mind of how you want it to go, and you're thinking of how the outcome of what you want, and you shoot it accordingly. You shoot for the edit. Like, the edit is in your mind, and that is driving it. So I'm probably...
I know, they're probably like, wow, this
what are you
is
talking
boring.
About? But anyways, to try to make it at least pleasant and digestible for you guys, we try really hard to make a product that is, well done, and it takes some time sometimes. So
it does. Let me read some of these super chats real quick, because I don't want them
I will allow you to do that.
Get out of here. Heather Hughes sends $3 and says, "My hero." Aww. Cute little emoji. Tatum sends $5. Hey guys, love the new videos this week. All the spoopy things. Katie, please send cookies. Did you laugh so hard when I spilled sugar all over the adorable cutting board? Kathy sends $5 and says, your videos have helped with all of the sad stuff going on. Use this towards anything that makes you happy. We all need some happy right now. Thank you, Kathy.
Thanks, Kathy.
I can't underestimate how much I believe that. So true.
Yeah.
Wes sends $5 and says, this is my first live chat as a Blab Patreon member. Cool.
Wow.
Did you become a Patreon? Somebody became a Patreon member today, and I wanted to thank them, but again, I'm on my phone. I need to write this down ahead of time. But thank you,
Thanks,
Wes. We appreciate it.
Welcome.
Nisi Philam, I always mess up your name. But she sends $5 and says, hey, y'all, so glad to be here this week for your live. Katie, those cookies looked amazing. Did you see any 65th merch at Target? I did not. And thank you. They're really good cookies. I'm glad Liz and David enjoyed them. Amy sends $20. Thank you. Enjoy a little Disney from Gradleisha and I. Oh,
my
I missed
gosh,
you guys.
Gradleisha.
You're heading down to Disney in a couple of weeks. Hopefully we can meet up again. That would be fantastic.
Oh, that's so cool. We met up with them, you guys, a while back in Disneyland, like a couple times.
Like a year ago, maybe?
Yeah.
Gradleisha.
Gradleisha.
Ruben Harrington sends $25 and says, "Hi, you two. Praying for Courtney's dad. Katie loved the cookie baking today. Here is more Tortilla Joe's money." Ooh.
Oh, Ruben. And Ruben, thank you for being such a sweet and caring viewer of this channel and looking out for the other viewers. We find that a lot in these chats and some of our comments, that people support each other.
Yeah.
There's other people who have lost pets or family members that we talk to a lot. Karen Provins is one of them. She lost her dog recently, and she's been going through it. And you see so much support from each other, from our little community. And so we really appreciate that and keep doing that. Support you guys. We love it.
Disney Adventure Vlogs. Hey, buddy. It was good to see you at Downtown Disney on Monday. Thank you so much.
We ran into him.
Hope you had a good day.
We ran into him when we were at Earl's Sandwich,
Yes.
and it's always a pleasure. And he's always in these chats, and so good to see you, buddy.
Random Human sends $5 and says, "Can I get a shout out for my niece Harmony?
Oh.
It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Harmony. Happy birthday, Harmony. Beautiful." I'm sure she gets that joke all the time, and you're just probably
That was a
being
terrible
way.
Harmony, but
yeah, it was very bad.
love you,
But
Harmony.
thank you. Tatum, I literally grabbed my husband and fangirled at the video. I was like, "Oh my God, the cutting board. Just glad you're enjoying it." Well, thank you, my love.
Thanks,
I'm
Tatum.
so happy to hear that. Okay, let's see. Yes, so Spencer checked out and did a Disneyland update today.
Yes.
So all
There was
that'll
some-
come out.
There was some. There was something that happened today that I'm not going to mention because I don't want to give it away, but you'll see it in
It's a
tomorrow's
big
video.
surprise. So
Big
that's
surprise.
coming out tomorrow?
Yeah, I was surprised that it happened.
Okay.
I mean, we went. I will give away this part of it, that we went to check out Stage 17, obviously.
Oh, yeah, that's why I addressed that. My gosh, I forgot.
But there was something else that happened, you guys, that was a total shocker. It's like anytime I'm with Adam when we do these updates, something happens where we're like, oh my gosh. And so it's an exclusive. You guys will see it. I don't think anybody else was there to cover it or even knew that it happened, as far as I know.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. Stay
Yeah.
tuned.
It's a Disney surprise. I guess you could say it's like just a surprise that it happens. Oh, Patty Johnson just became a $5 Patreon.
Thank you, Patty Johnson, and welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to the family.
Welcome to the club.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. We're glad to have you.
Yeah.
So I need to know. Adam said I need to know.
Well, Adam, if you weren't Adam the Woo,
Yeah, that's why I said that.
were you not conscious today, my friend? What happened?
No, he knows.
I know, he's being funny, as I was trying to be funny, and it wasn't that funny, but yeah, we had a fun day.
Yeah.
We had some lunch, and we enjoyed some laughs, like we
You
always
went to
do.
Joe's, right?
Oh yeah, we go to Tortilla Joe's. That's like
Dude, we go to Tortilla Joe's so much.
like if
Like,
we
what's wrong with
if we
us?
don't go to Tortilla Joe's, there's an issue.
Yeah, like you're sick.
Yeah, there's
Something's
something going
wrong.
on, but it's like a go-to. We had some other ideas about what we wanted to do, and we're like,
I don't need sleep. I need answers.
oh, that's so funny.
Somebody said that.
But yeah, we ended up over there, and it's a great place. We highly recommend it. We always say it.
Yeah, it's not like I would say, I think somebody's like, it's not authentic. I don't know, like
Okay.
we're really let's get into this. It's just good food.
It's good food. Now-
And you're in Disney. You're on Disney property, and that's the closest we
Yeah.
can get right now in general.
Right, and okay.
But even when Disneyland was open, we still went.
But when people say that, it's like we're in California. When you're talking about authentic,
Oh, darn it. Oh, man, I didn't want to interrupt you, but Evan, I think was your name.
Became
It only pops up for a brief
became
second.
a Patreon?
Yes.
Thank you,
did
Evan.
you see the last
and welcome.
name?
I did not. I'm
Okay,
blind.
well, Evan did, and thank you so much.
Welcome to the
became
family,
a $5
Evan.
Patreon, so thank you.
So
Lisa said it is authentic.
okay, but I think some people have.
I keep cutting you off.
You do, and I'm gonna just trample right over you right
I'm
now.
sorry.
Yeah.
I had coffee in this, so I'm like,
That's the problem. Look, you can. I've lived in California my whole life, like you have. Sure,
Yeah.
I've had things that are more authentic to Mexico.
Yeah.
That's the only authentic that I know of, and I've gone on surf trips and visited Mexico a ton of times in my life,
Right.
and I've had that type of food. Now, there's nothing wrong with a California-style Mexican food, because California used to be Mexico, guys, by the way, before the United States came in and took it over. So to say something is not authentic or it's terrible, it's like it just doesn't make sense. It's like saying that Jazz Kitchen's not authentic because it's not in New Orleans. It's like, well, come on.
It's still good.
Yeah, it's still good and we enjoy it. And to be fair, I don't like really spicy stuff. So if that's what it means, I don't know. I don't know what it means when people say that. I think they're just trying to be hateful.
Guac is guac, Tatum said.
Yeah.
I think that's true. Like, the ceviche is so good. I mean, everything we get, we're always really pleased with. Every once in a while, you can get like a, what was it? We got,
Well, Adam had enchiladas today.
okay, no, there was something else that we had, and I was like, oh man, like, and it just had too much dressing on it. It was a salad, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. But I had the Baja Bowl today, which we've had in the past and we've shared. It's a big salad with beans and rice and chicken and pico de gallo.
Oh, it's good.
It's amazing, sure, maybe it's a California style, but it doesn't take away from the quality of the food.
Oh, I've got the troll. Thank you for pointing that out. Boom. Bye, Felicia. I got one. What's the other troll's name? I got MJ, but where's the other? Yesenia? Okay. Hi, Darth Vato.
No, Senya. That's what I'm about to say. Nope.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here. I got the other one. Boom. Bye, Felicia.
Hey.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, come in.
Tex-Mex is better. See, I want to try Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex is good. It's absolutely
Never
good.
really had it.
But it's funny with the trolls. It's like you come into our house, we'll kick you right out the door.
Yeah.
You're not welcome.
A lot of people were asking why we're not like watching the debates. First of all, you can rewatch it when we're done.
Yeah, I
We're
like
just
to
not
watch the
watching it
highlights,
live.
and
But also remember, like we made a commitment to you guys.
Yeah,
like,
this show goes off on Wednesdays, no matter what, unless there's no internet signal or,
one of us physically can't be here.
Yeah, we've done this. We've
Adam
done this
said
live.
I'll watch the Cliff Notes.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. It's less time consuming, and you can also hear some people's opinions on it other than yours, because when you watch it alone, you have your opinion, but when you watch it later, you can hear people debate about the debate.
You do whatever you want to do.
Whatever.
Whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Listen, you just live your best life.
That's what we try to do.
Oh, by the way, don't forget we wanted to talk about the title of Making Plans. Don't forget.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We will. Okay, let me read some of these super chats. I apologize. Allie Dinsmore sends $5. Hi guys, it's
Thanks,
Allie
Allie.
from Napa Valley.
I was going to say, it's probably Allie from Napa Valley.
I just want to say I'm so thankful for you both, the amazing content you guys create for us. Sorry, big hugs back to you, Allie. Thank you.
That's my air hug. That's what I do.
Samantha sends $5. Thank
Samantha.
you, Samantha. Marcella T sends $15 and says, hi guys, here's a little something for Downtown Disney. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Today sucked. Yes, it did. I'm starting to feel like there is a personal beef between Newsom and Bob Iger. I just don't understand it. Well,
it's funny you say that, because
we've often thought
I
that.
read an article. No,
Yeah,
I read an article
you
that
read
said
an
that.
article.
I'm not. This isn't a personal thing. I'm saying there was an article that said Newsom himself said that they had a disagreement.
Yeah.
And-
Aside from the other one that was
Yeah.
published.
Well, yeah. This was like a day ago, but he said that they had a disagreement. So yes, there is something going on, and we don't know what they talk about. So yeah, there was a disagreement, and Bob quit that task force.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to wonder.
Yeah.
And that's not a personal. I'm not saying that personally. I'm saying that's like literally something that happened. So.
Yeah. And no matter what, like, what can we do? We really can't do anything. So
No.
we're not gonna get political here for
No.
us. This isn't the
No.
place.
If you want to get political, go watch the debate. But otherwise, we're going to keep it posy. It's what we do. We're best life.
Quasi.
Yeah, sorry.
Elizabeth sends $5 and says, hello, you guys are awesome. I love watching and rewatching your videos. Well, thanks for rewatching them and watching them. Oopsie, sorry. Polly sends $5. My Mimi always used to chop spiced gumdrops in her oatmeal cookies or butterscotch chips. The absolute best. Dude, the butterscotch chips, that sounds amazing.
Jenna says, Spencer, love that Matterhorn shirt. Thank you.
That's from Ink and Paint Co.
Isn't that great? It's
Literally
one
one
of my
of
favorite shirts. It's
they
really nice, clean,
them,
simple.
Yeah, them and Happiest Teas on Earth.
Yeah.
Best.
Yeah.
Like best.
Yeah.
And then Karen, Disney Girl Ears, she's my favorite. Oh my gosh. Don Murphy sends $20. Hi guys, here's your next tortilla Josephine and guacamole visit.
Thank
Enjoy.
you.
Thank you, Don. We plan to go back there very soon.
Crystal Marie says first time in the live.
Well, welcome.
She's been watching
Crystal.
the videos for over a year, but it's her first live. Welcome.
Well, welcome. That's so exciting.
Glad you finally made a live stream.
Yay.
That's
I mean,
why-
it's
that-
not the bells.
That's another
but,
reason why you
know.
have to hit the notification bell. It's another
Yeah.
reason why you have to subscribe to the channel, which is free. It's quite a bargain that we've created for you. It's free to subscribe. It helps us out, makes
This
you
is
guys
true.
informed, and so you know what's going on, and you don't miss a beat once you're subscribed. So.
Oh, sorry, my back hurts.
Oh boy,
my gosh.
already.
You know what? Look at my pimple.
Oh gosh.
Tommy Cook sends $20 and says, "Hi, Katie and Spencer. Sorry for the interruption, Spencer. You guys are awesome." Spencer's story of his life is getting interrupted. Honest to God, like, I interrupt you every single day, multiple times a day.
Yeah.
It's like some people are like,
Can you make that
Oh.
person go away?
yeah.
We have
hold on.
another troll. And
That's not. That's just an opinion.
Well, I
Um,
know that person, and that
okay.
person is
Well, let it be.
toxic, and you're about to get shut down. Keep talking.
Okay. Oh yes, I'm Nakashima family. There you are. I was wondering if you'd want. I've been using this. I don't know. I don't think this is the right way for the straw, but listen. I'm having a little bit of coffee, and I put oat milk in it. It's the blue bottle like cold brew is what I've been drinking, and I love it. And I needed it because I'm telling you, like, I've been doing this thing when I fall asleep.
Here we go.
Well, I've been doing this thing where I sleep. Say I go to bed at 8, say I go to bed at 10. Whenever I, like, fall asleep, I wake up. So say I go to bed at 8, I go to bed at 8 p.m., I wake up at 8 a.m. Go to bed at 10, I wake up at 10. So it's like, I think it's a mental exhaustion from everything.
Michelle DiDio says, have you been to the Backlot 17 store? Yes, I went today, and you will see it in, I think we're going to put that video out tomorrow.
Yeah, and then the other one.
You'll see it in tomorrow's video.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. You might have seen other videos out there already, but ours is pretty neat.
Yours has a little surprise.
It does.
Brian Garcia sends $20. Thank you, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Hi, Spencer and Katie. Hope you're having a better week than us. Oh, my mom, Lorraine, has been in the hospital since Thursday, and my house
no.
is lonely without her. Oh, no. I hope she's okay.
Oh, Brian.
Hopefully she comes home soon. Love Brian and Diana and Bailey. Oh, give Bailey a big pet for me.
Love and light, lots of love and light to the Garcia family. Brian is a diehard follower, and we appreciate you guys and hope everything goes well for you.
Hi, Joanne just says, "Hi guys, just joined Patreon tonight. Love you guys. Headed to Halloween event on 10/22.
Oh.
We're going back to the Halloween event. I won't say when, but
welcome to
it'll
the
be
family,
soon.
Joanne.
I think I'm trying to say. I think I saw that one today. I think.
See, this is what I mean about our people. Chris Willman says, Brian, prayers for your mom that she recovers quickly at home and is at home with you soon. That kind of support that you guys give each other means the world to us. It really does.
Very sweet.
That makes us stronger as a family, as a Best Life family. So.
Stefan sends $5 and says, for the Troll Patrol Fund.
I love it.
Thank you.
Troll Patrol. I like that.
B. Pinichi, I hope I said your name right, sends $5 and says, what's your take on opening Main Street and Buena Vista Street for shopping and dining? I think it'd be great.
We fully support that, yeah.
X Aparillo 808 sends $5. Thank you.
Thank you.
It would be cool if they did that, but, I think I'm at the point where it's like, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. I sometimes
What can we
wonder
do?
about that, to be completely fair. I sometimes wonder on the Disney side of things,
Oh,
what they're
Wait.
thinking. Don't
don't let me forget this then.
Okay, don't forget. That's
don't
on
let
you.
me forget.
That's on you. I often wonder, because we're so pro Disney, I often wonder if, I don't know, why wouldn't Disney do that? And if it's, I don't know, because if Knott's is getting away with it, if Disney got shut down, that would be clear discrimination. Clear. Cut and dry.
But maybe they have different rules,
I don't see what those rules could be when
zoning.
But how can zoning get in the way of health and safety when it seems like that is overriding everything in this state right now? According to the governor, Health and safety overrides everything. Everything. He doesn't care what you say. He's looking out for your best interest, apparently. So if that's the case, zoning shouldn't really be an issue. That's all I'm gonna say on that thing. So I tend to wonder, Disney. I don't know. Let me know if you guys. They don't watch this, but you know.
Somebody asked why we're not saying when we're going back to Taste of Halloween. Because I wanted it to be a surprise. Like, I just like when you guys just find out, like, whoa, look at this. That's why. Not that we can't share it. I could share it at any point. But yeah, we are going back and that'll be fun. I already forgot what I was gonna say. Dang it! I have the memory of an ant.
Ants probably have better memory than you, actually, if I'm being fair.
It's true. I mean, they've got to. Oh no, the TV's gonna turn off.
Why would the TV turn off?
It says auto power savings, powering off in 30 seconds. We don't want that to happen. Okay. Will Burton sends $3 and it has a little lemon waving emoji.
Oh, that's so cool.
Ken Pot Rock sends $2 and says, "Hey, you."
Is that the president of Disneyland, Kent Potrock?
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
That's his name.
I would hope so. I love it. The Stacy Squad sends $5 and says, "Do you think Disneyland could open up tickets for a monorail ride around the park?" Probably not with the virus restrictions.
Because I had heard, even if they did open, that the monorail would not be part of the initial opening because of not being able to separate people. And
you know what's weird though is like if you could open the doors on the monorail or like say you were on the tram and like that's basically outdoors, right? But why can we go to shopping malls? Like literally, I was at the mall with my grandma and I'm sitting there walking through the stores and I'm like, the mall is wide open and it's an indoor mall, but I can wait. We waited in a 20-minute line.
That's the double standard that we're talking about, and that's where.
But does that make sense though?
No, it doesn't, and that's where I feel again. I'm going to use the word again. Discrimination comes into play.
Ooh, that's a big scary word.
And discrimination it's not a very happy thing when it comes to legal terms. And if you can prove discrimination, you've got a lawsuit in your hands. So.
But I mean, I'm just curious though, like.
You know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's what they say.
I don't know what that means. What's a gander? I mean, gander's seeing something, right?
No, goose and the gander, right? I don't know. It just
I don't know what that means.
The saying I know means like, hey, if it's good for you, it's good for me. Like, why should I be treated different than you? If everything is equal, then unless you have a problem with me specifically, then why am I getting treated differently than everyone else?
Yeah.
Because of discrimination. Because so.
Oh. People are asking about the surprise thing. It's just like a, whoa, I didn't expect that. It's not like a, wow.
Well, here's the other thing. You talking about knots?
No, the in tomorrow's video that you saw today. It's not like a.
Well, because if I give it away, then there's no point in watching the video.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's one of those things. It's like,
what we call in the television industry, it's a teaser. And so when you see a commercial for something that's going to come out tomorrow, they're going to tease it to make you want to watch because we want you to watch and enjoy it. And if I give it away, what's the point of watching the video? That's all it is. And you know.
There you go.
Yeah.
I hope that explained it a little bit. I was just seeing that comment.
And because we want to give you guys the best experience, we also like to let you kind of in on it, on the little secret if you're here in the live, and we're letting you know. Not everybody's going to watch the live, so not everybody's going to know that that's going to happen.
Yeah, there was just something unexpected that you were like, what?
It was very unexpected, and it's worth saving. It's like a surprise, you know, like a surprise party. Why give it away to the person like, hey, we're going to give you a surprise party?
Yeah.
You know, you're going to be that much more happy about it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I hope that makes sense. So, somebody's sending condolences to Terry, and I don't know.
Let me see if
probably.
I can
here it is. Super chat. Let me read it real quick.
Oh no.
Oh no. Terry sends $10 and says, "Glad y'all are on tonight. My Uncle Rich died tonight, and I need the fun y'all bring. This is for Spence
Terry.
next beer in his honor." Well, you better do that in his honor.
I think it's a girl.
This is where it's this.
I think Terry with an I is a girl.
No, Uncle Rich.
No, but Terry.
Yeah, this is for Spence's next beer in his honor. For Uncle Rich.
Right, for Rich. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Terry. Terry's
No.
clearly a girl.
No, yes, she is.
But I'm saying I'm saying.
Sorry, we're trying to get pronouns right here.
I'm just saying to Terry, I'm so sorry to
Yeah.
hear that, and our hearts go out to you.
This
That
is the
that's
time where I
terrible.
wish we could just hug you through the, you know, and like for instance, Charlie's dad. It would have been his birthday today too, and it's like one of those things. I'm like, why can't I just like hug you through the phone right now?
I know.
So, you know, unfortunately, there's a lot of people experiencing some, you know, sadness today.
So everybody, say a prayer, think good thoughts for Terry and Uncle Rich, and our little community here. And I'm so sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry. Karen sends $50 and says, use this to go to Tortilla Joe's with Adam. You three with your videos have been able to make me smile, and toast to Binky and my Spiky. Aw,
Karen, thank you.
Karen.
And I mentioned Karen earlier because she had lost Spiky, and she's going through it like we did with Binky.
I swear, this is like the hurting club, everyone.
Yeah, and there was an article that somebody wrote about losing a pet during the pandemic the other day, and I saw it, and it was like, yeah, I know what that's like. And it's not just a pet; they're a member of your family. So Karen, our hearts are out to you as well.
They
and,
are. I mean, loss in general, like loss is just so hard, and so.
Yeah, because we've lost so much of our freedoms, and to lose part of yourself, because that's what pretty much happens, on top of all the loss of freedom and the loss of life as we knew it prior, is pretty tough.
And then lives in general of like just anything, it's like on top of it, it's just heartbreaking. So just know that we're thinking of all of you, everybody that's going through any of that in any way, even if you're not sharing it, just know that we're thinking of you.
Yeah, and the whole Blab family supports you, and you're going to see it in the comments because our family is the best.
Ellie McJ sends $5. Katie, can you please tell me what brand of eyeshadow you use? I love your eye makeup, and I want to know what you use. Yeah. You were wearing it in the last Downtown Disney video. I actually mixed a lot of things. It's the Huda Beauty like natural palette. Neutrals, I think it was mostly on my face. And then the mattes. Oh man, something from like a long time ago. Honestly, a little bit of CoverGirl too. Like I don't use a lot of expensive stuff. So I'd say that's what it was. You know, but thank you. I'm glad you liked it. And Rollin' with the Stones sends $5. Thank you for a sprinkles treat next time you're in Downtown Disney. Well, thank you. We tried it last week for the first time and we loved it. I'm happy to hear that. I love that.
Look the Other Way says, talk Walt. Let's talk about Walt real quick.
What?
Look the Other Way says, talk Walt. We're going to talk about Walt really quick.
Oh, okay. Ooh, that's a really old comment too. Boy.
Well,
there we go. That was like 20 minutes ago.
Doesn't mean that it's
it's
irrelevant. It's still relevant.
Yes.
Walt Disney. The first thing I can think of is persistence, creativity, and the love of telling a story. The drive that guy had when being kicked repeatedly in a sense of terms, and being basically just. You know, he had so much against him as far as making his dream a reality, and he pushed through it. And I think that's something that we can all use right now. Whatever your goals, your dreams, your wherever your heart's at, it's tougher than ever to achieve that situation right now. And just I try to think of Walt Disney in those terms of like he had it way harder than I ever have had, and pushed through and created something that now is part of all of our hearts and dreams, Disneyland. And that was something that, you know, he made that happen. And with his brother Roy at the helm of all the finances, that team, it's an invaluable what's the word? Contribution. It's an invaluable contribution from those guys that still lives on well past their living and well past their death. And so just think about that and you know, push through as hard as it can be. As hard as things get, you've got to push through it. Think of Walt and what he did. He did it, and he was broke and he pulled it off. And so there's some Walt talk for you.
And speaking of that, a lot of people were asking too about the title of this was like what the making plans part.
Oh yeah, Gina just said that. So amidst these tough times, and it's very challenging for everybody. And from our standpoint of what we do.
Oh, is that true?
What?
Huh. Sorry, I wasn't going to interrupt you. No, that's why I wasn't going to. I said, oh, is that true?
As challenging as things are for everybody in every facet of different lives and things, from our standpoint, our challenges are pretty tough right now as far as trying to live our best life and portray that out to you, because that's the goal of this channel. The mission statement of this channel is to live our best lives and inspire you to live your best life. That's really what this is about in the end. And so with that said, our efforts are becoming tougher and tougher to live our best life and deliver that to you, to inspire you. We found it a lot easier when we could be at Disneyland to inspire you, because that's what inspires us and what we love to do. So I think we're in search of trying to find out how we can keep living our best life.
Yeah.
And continuing that dream that we have to continue to inspire you and not be redundant and not do the same stuff all the time. Because we feel you deserve that, and we deserve it too. We deserve to live our best life.
So the thing is, though, is we're a lot of you are asking, are we going to go to Walt Disney World? As of right now, we don't have plans for that. We have a few different reasons for that.
It's being talked about heavily, though.
Yeah, it's not like we're completely off the table.
No,
So,
I had a talk with Adam today about that, and
Yeah.
it's definitely something that we have talked about.
Yeah. So, but as of right now, we're not like actively saying like, hey, this month or next month we're gonna go.
There's no plans.
If we did go, we would probably go in the winter time. So just kind of, but
even then, that's
so tentative. We're not
very
sure.
speculative, because I would just say, to be honest, there are no hard plans at this moment.
That's what I said.
Right, but to say we're going in the winter is.
I said if we did go.
Yeah, well, even if we did, it could be even sooner than that, to be
Okay.
perfectly fair. If I'm being honest,
Okay, that's fine.
because I might be busy come December with work. I don't know. There's some hints about that happening. So if we did do something, it would have to be before that, which is very soon. So it's not off the table. It is possible that will happen.
Okay, so that kind of derailed where I was going with this, but
Well, we're talking about immediate plans.
okay, so yeah, we're kind of talking a little bit more immediate. Is that kind of with Spencer's? It kind of lost me a little bit, but
No, I mean,
we're trying to figure out what we can do, where we can go. Taking don't think about Walt Disney World, but we're trying to think of something that we could do, to kind of like.
that still reflects living our best life.
Yeah.
Right, and so there's a ton of options in that category that we have. Luckily, where we live, we are not too far from all sorts of things that we could do. Hours, just drives away. We don't have to
Yeah.
take a flight there. This one doesn't fly very well, and that's one of the major issues. That
I don't like
We're going to
flying.
have to treat it like, if you ever have watched the A-Team and B.A. Baracus, how he doesn't fly, they have to figure out ways to drug him and get him on a plane to get him places. That's probably what we're going to have to do with this one. So beyond that, though, we've been discussing plans of where to take the channel in more recent terms.
Yeah, we also don't want to see mine flying isn't because of the virus. Mine is because I don't like being high off the ground. I'm not afraid of. That's all it is. Honestly, that's all it is. And I don't like the fact that let's say I fly to Chicago. I don't like
Chicago.
I don't like the fact that I can't just go home when I want to. I'm basically trapped there. I'm dependent on a flight to get me home that I can't control. I literally have no control. If I want to drive, it would take me days to get home.
What Katie's saying is she's got some issues.
Yeah, I have some issues. So those are my issues, though. Since you wanted specifics, I have, and it's a lot.
I mean, it's understandable.
It's a
I
lot
get that.
harder than saying
that.
just don't overthink it, or no, take some pills.
I
Because
understand.
I don't
understand
think
that. I've been in that headspace a little bit too, so I completely understand. Especially when your family's here and everything that you know and have known is here, to go that far out, it's a stretch. And if you haven't done it as an adult on your own, it is daunting. I flew to Europe alone and woke up the next morning at like 3 in the morning from getting there and had a freak out because I was 10,000 miles away from home. And this was before cell phones were like, before you could use a cell phone overseas, you had to have like a world phone. And I couldn't contact anybody. I hadn't talked to anybody at home in so long, and I had a freak out. So I completely get it.
Yeah, mine is like, I'd say even more than that. Like, I mean, that's one thing, but I think the major thing is just being off the ground, like that high off the ground. I'm not comfortable being high off the ground. That's all it is. Like, if I could, it's fine. Like, I'm telling you, even if, the flight has turbulence, it's like, okay, I trust the plane. I'm not worried about that. Like, literally, I'm one of these lucky people that I had Bob Gurr sit at brunch with me and tell me how safe it is. So I'm fine as far as that goes. It's just my butt likes to be on the ground.
Well, Big Timber Films, one of our loyal followers here, says, doing beach, surf stuff, and being creative with Disney-inspired food is awesome. Keep that content going. Thank you, Big Timber Films.
There's a lot of suggestions that have been coming in, like a ton. A lot of you said Grand Canyon, drive to Zion, Arizona.
Ooh, Zion's amazing.
A lot of people were saying, I was trying to read those, was Astoria?
Oh, that's where they shot Goonies.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a lot of those suggestions. A lot of people said Vegas, Yosemite. Now, also, too, we want to kind of, if in case we do go to Florida, so we do want to kind of save money and not make something like super crazy expensive. Because we're like, dude, if we do want to go to Florida, it's like we want it to be awesome, and that'll be, not cheap. So, Madonna Inn, that's a good thought.
Stacy Squad says go back to Tahoe.
Now, we thought about it. If we went back to Tahoe, would you guys want to watch that? Just out of curiosity. Like, say we stopped at places on the way to Tahoe.
Well, and it's a different story now because it's starting to get cold at night in the mountains. Mammoth has been showing some 30s in the temperatures at night, and Tahoe's a little bit warmer. So it's starting to be, this time of year is when the temps start to change, and snow could happen at any moment,
so
to be honest.
So you would be interested in Tahoe vlogs again? Okay. If you had to choose between Tahoe or Vegas, which one would you want to see? You like Palm Springs? We just went there. Okay, tell me Tahoe or Palm Springs. Can you push the blue arrow? I'm curious of because those will come in. They're a little delayed. Vegas, Tahoe, Vegas. Oh, dang it. You guys are split. What are you seeing more of, Spence?
I'm seeing a lot of Vegas.
You're seeing a lot of Vegas?
Yeah.
But then a lot of Tahoe come in.
Sequoia, yeah, Shannon. Like, I've been wanting to go to Sequoia all year. We almost
Palm Springs, Vegas.
Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of where we live is that there is a lot of stuff within.
There is.
Now because we're in California, the restrictions are pretty heavy duty. So some of that stuff.
Dude, they're completely split. I am literally seeing Vegas, Tahoe, Vegas, Tahoe, Vegas, Tahoe.
Yeah.
Do a poll on Instagram. Okay, I'm gonna do a poll on my Instagram, KT the Disney Bear. Solvang is a good thought. Because say we did.
And someone had said the California coast in general, like just head up. And like, I've always kind of entertained the thought of like, just get in the car and go. No plan.
Yeah.
And just.
So what if we do a no plan trip?
Yeah.
Ooh, makes me a little nervous. A little nervous. But like, okay.
Oh, a graph series. Somebody said a graph series? Yeah. Because I do have plans to go down to San Diego. I have some opportunities down there to paint some walls, and so that's
Apple Hill. Yeah, we want to do Apple Hill. I think we'll do that in like November.
Carpinteria camping, Yosemite.
By the way, if I'm looking this way, it's because the comments are a little bit bigger on the
Catalina. I don't know what the deal is with Catalina right now as far as the situation.
I don't want to be boating anyway.
Yeah, but the Catalina Express is nice, and you get to see dolphins out there. It's a really nice trip.
Disney Adventure Vlog says sends $2 and says, "Is Pixar Charlie in the chat? Why is he quiet? He always is until he gets brought up."
Yeah.
Don Murphy
Pixar.
sends $5 and says, "Hi guys, got to meet up with Dale and Paula. Live your best life. We hopefully will be meeting them soon." That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Jasmine Marquez sends $5. Hi from the Marquez family. You guys should take a trip to Apple Hill. Justin Scard went there. The best apple cider ever. Life-changing. Lisa H sends, well, we'll think about that, and thank you.
Oh, see, Catalina has the same restrictions as LA County, which
Is insane.
Yeah, LA is a little bit strict right now.
Lisa H sends $25 and says a shot for Spencer and a Diet Coke for Katie.
Yes.
To toast our Blab family for the losses we've had and the positive outlook for our futures. Thanks for
Yes.
leading our best life pack. Love and light to you tonight, Terry.
Thank you. Positive
To
vibrations.
Terry. Thank you.
Yeah.
Courtney Nakashima. Oh, my gummy saviors. Sent $10 and says, we love you too and are grateful for your videos. We were supposed to be at Disneyland right now celebrating our 10-year wedding anniversary. Well, happy anniversary. By the way, the straw does go the other way. I thought so.
The straw goes both ways.
McSteff sends $5 and says, road trip to Silverwood Amusement Park in Idaho.
Oh.
Would be fun. I honestly thought about, like, if we did go to Florida, I know I don't like flying, but, like, we could stop so many places along
It's a
the way if
long
we
drive.
drove.
It's quite a long drive. I've not done,
Disney Adventure Vlog sends $2 and says Rat Pack, hashtag Rat Crew.
yeah, Rat Crew.
The Hanks family sends $5 and says, hang in there, guys. Thank you. Lucy Chase sends $5. Thank you. Egg Huber, EG, love
EG.
to Terry. Would love to see Spencer's artwork on the wall. I would too. Tatum sends $5. Thank you, Tatum. This one is for Spencer. Spencer, have a smoky margarita on me.
Oh, thanks, Tatum.
What I would give to be at Torgio Joe's right now. I wish you were there with us. Jessica, I hope I said that right. Jessica Machado sends $5 and says, going to Downtown Disney next Thursday and Halloween next Friday. Only positive to distance learning. My kids Eric and Corinne love you. Well, we love you guys.
Well, enjoy your trip there.
There we went. Okay, there we go. Angela Lopez sends $10. New Patreon member here. You guys are my favorite. Well, thank you, and thanks for becoming a
Thanks,
Patreon
Angela,
member.
and welcome to the family.
Yasel sends $10. Katie sent you some cool pics of my dad at Disneyland in the 70s via Instagram the other day.
Wow.
Oh, I lost him a few weeks ago. My heart is broken. We shared a huge bond over Disneyland and it will forever mean more to me than ever. Well, I'm so sorry about that, and thanks for sharing those photos with me.
Sending love and light to you and your family. We're really sorry for your loss.
Dollywood with Adam and Charlie would be great.
Yeah.
Yes, it definitely would. You guys still have so many good suggestions. Okay.
You know what else I thought, and we've talked about this with some of our fellow YouTubers, is
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone be cool. Is getting a big house together somewhere and all going somewhere together as a YouTube family, because we've all been around each other this entire time, so it wouldn't be like we were mixing households, as some people say, or whatever. The Rat Pack. If the Rat Pack went and rented a house somewhere, I think that would be really fun. And we all just co-vlogged and went crazy I think that would be fun.
Yeah. And, well, the cases are definitely different from when we first did that, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
Amy B sends $5 and says, skip Silverwood, we've been. Take a look at Lagoon in Salt Lake.
That's what Don Cooper says, yeah.
They are even doing Halloween events.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's
Lagoon,
cool.
that's close. See, now that trip would be, you go to Vegas, you stay a few nights in Vegas, and then you jump up to Salt Lake City. It's like, it's on the way.
Then why don't we do that?
That could be a good call.
And then to Tahoe.
Well, then that would be a little,
I mean,
but yeah.
but why not? What else are we doing?
Well,
Nothing. Tatum sends $15. Thank you, Tatum. When I moved from Washington to Arizona, I drove up the coast and went through the Redwood Forest, and it was incredible. Please come up
yeah.
to Seattle. It's beautiful here, and things are pretty much open.
Wow.
Adam said Marvin, Thelma, and Provo.
3 names I enjoy, Adam. Got you, buddy.
Disney Animal Kingdom, and it's amazing. I know I want to go there.
Does
so
anybody
bad.
know, first of all, I'm going to say, does anybody know what that reference is? Let us know right now what Adam just said to me and how I responded. There's a certain, I'll give you a clue. It's a film reference. Does anybody know what that is from?
Patrick sends $5 and says, new Patreon member, you should check out Flathead Lake in Montana.
I've heard of Flathead Lake in Montana.
I haven't.
Patrick,
Well, thank you, Patrick.
what a fabulous name, Patrick. It reminds me of someone I know.
Oh boy. Maggie Lee sends $15 and says, here's some money for margaritas and sprinkles. Well, thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for the joy you've been bringing to my afternoons as this teacher from North Carolina relaxes from in-person teaching. That is so stressful.
Thanks, Maggie.
Thank you for doing that.
You clearly know what we both, what our little vices are. Cupcakes, margaritas.
And just Tortilla Joe's.
Yeah.
Allie Dinsmore sends $3 and says, come to Napa. We can go to the Dixon Corn Maze.
Allie from Napa Valley.
I want to do that.
Is that open right now, Allie?
Yeah.
I guess it is.
Yeah. Mexizanon sends $5 and says, please check out Disney Park News on Twitter. Paula Heimel just released a statement to the government of California. Okay. Can anybody tell me what that says? If anybody is able to search that and see what it says? 'Cause I don't know. I'm curious what it would say. Because a lot of these things I feel like we keep kind of getting the same news, sadly.
Yeah, Margaret asks if Patrick is here. I thought I heard the tapping of little feet. You know, he's a leprechaun, and you hear him on the roof sometimes.
Adam said they just called out the state. Dang, really?
I'm telling you guys, my prediction is that there's going to be a lawsuit very soon. I'm just saying.
I kind of hope. Somebody guessed Fletch.
Yes, you are correct. Who guessed that?
Laura
Laura M. Yes, you are correct.
Actually, no, Christine, if you would.
Oh, Christine as well. Fletch, good job.
Spencer doesn't update his chat.
Oh, stop.
If I were Disney, I would just open it. Screw it. She's the chief medical officer.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
I even said the same thing. I was like, Disney, just open. What's the worst that could happen? You get fined?
Disney Adventure Vlog said, Pixar Charlie has a great idea. Just visit Pixar Charlie.
That's true.
Always a good idea. We actually did talk about that today, though.
We've talked about that incessantly. And Charlie's here.
He better be here.
Well, yeah. If
Charlie.
Charlicia.
I miss Charlie.
Charlie's
one of those people, though, you miss every a week goes by and you're like, I haven't seen Charlie. I'm sad.
Charlie has a shout out in tomorrow's video. You guys will have to see in what reference that is, as well as you, Charlie. You'll see.
Would you explore Venice Beach again? You know, we tried to go do that recently. It was about 2 months ago, remember? And it was we were kind of okay, because
Venice has become it's become a little weird.
Yeah, we got to be honest.
You might want to check out the video that we did with Adam, where we were down there when it was really oppressive and there was so much restriction, and it was a ghost town. It was like you've never seen Venice Beach like this ever. You should watch that video. Now it has become kind of an encampment. Well,
not to mention a lot of things. Actually, we went right after the protests, and there was a lot of things just boarded up. It was actually kind of scary. Yeah, Adam just said Venice is the new Skid Row. Thank you. That's the best way to put it.
It's become like 8th Street, which if you know Los Angeles, 8th Street used to be kind of the scary zone where it was just all camps and derelicts and...
yeah, it's very sad. It's not we're not trying to laugh about it.
And when I was growing up as a kid in the 80s, Venice was a little dangerous, as was Santa Monica in those areas. And it's it's getting back to that a little bit, where there's some unsavory characters down there, and that's all I would say.
We will do an unboxing video this month. We do one every month we try to do.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly when, but it will be this month.
Yeah, we've got quite a...
Once we start to figure out what we're going to do, either Vegas, Tahoe, something like that, but we're going to do something, because I'm just I'm feeling it. Whenever everything is... kind of bleh. No, did you guys check out what the chief medical officer
No, we didn't.
Said? I don't know exactly what was said. Oh, there's 999.
There's always room for one more.
Oh, Charlie is in the chat. Good. Charlicia. Like I said, though, it would have been his dad's birthday today. So, send him some love.
Happy birthday, Papa Akins.
Yeah, and that's really hard, I'm sure. Like I said, I can only understand from losing Binky, but now that I know even worse, it hurts, man. That's painful. Yeah, when Charlie is here, we will share what Charlie got us, because I don't want to share it without him. I started to, and I was like, I can't. We stand, Charlie. We had a volunteer. Now you're at 1,000.
Gina Miller says, "Come on, blabbers, get the likes up to 1K." Thank you, Gina Miller.
Look at that.
She's starting she's starting it up.
What do you call that?
Her campaign for.
I like that. Somebody said best like 'em.
Best like 'em.
I need to send Charlie some Halloween donuts. What's for dinner? I made soup.
Oh, I want to have some of that soup.
I made vegetable soup yesterday.
When she's cooking that stuff, it's like I get so hungry because I smell onions cooking. Do you guys, when onions are cooking?
Do you guys?
No, seriously, is it just me? But if there's onions on the stove or garlic and onions, like I was told that that's what you do if you have somebody over as a dinner guest or whatever. Just even if it's not in the recipe, just kind of saute some garlic and onion, and you will get people like. And whatever you serve them will be that much better because you've kicked all
The senses.
Oh.
Yeah. So I made, so what I tend to do is, first of all, I make a lot of soup in general, but I woke up and I looked in the fridge and I was like, dang, like some of these vegetables, I kind of ignored them. And so,
Daily Woo. Adam says onions and peppers, street meat style. Yes, dude. That
That
gets
was
you.
in
You
there,
walk by
yeah.
and you're like,
yeah, it's true.
like I'll eat one of those hot dogs that's made out of who knows what.
But yeah, so then I just put that in the Instant Pot, Charlie cheeseburger.
Yeah.
You just kind of use the vegetables that you have there.
Cheeseburger
I had
Charlie.
like 4 potatoes. What else was in there?
I don't know.
Zucchini.
You could put a shoe in there and I'd eat it.
Yeah, it was really good. It came out good though, but it's even better today, obviously. And then I made a pasta too, and we have leftover pasta. We ate a little bit of pasta yesterday, right?
There's a new Mickey Instant Pot.
What? I don't need another Instant Pot though. But if it's Mickey, I just want anything Mickey.
Right.
Dude, I need so many kitchen things. Like oh man, it's so painful. Like sometimes I look at my kitchen, I'm like, dang. Oops, sorry. No, okay, so the Pottery Barn I went to, they were like, we didn't have any of the Disney stuff, so I have to check another Pottery Barn. But I want to like order stuff on the interwebs.
Rachel Streamer sends $4.99 and says, ran into you today at Downtown Disney. Thrilled to meet you and Adam. Sorry to have missed you, Katie. You guys have been such a blessing to watch during quarantine.
Oh,
well, it was
thank
awesome to
you.
meet you. I'm so glad that you said something, and we always appreciate the love that you guys bring.
Thank you. I got Rachel.
Yeah.
There was another woman.
Rachel, did we meet you in World of Disney? Was that you?
Carmel, Hearst Castle. Yeah. Show us your sweet jacket, Kate. Oh, this is the one I got from the Walt Disney Archives
Yeah.
thing, and it says
The Bowers Museum.
Yeah, and I like Bowers Museum because that's my last name, pretty much. Yeah, the Daiso store had a ton of Disney merch I saw. I went there the other day. This is what I do. Sometimes I just go out like, you know, Tatum, Katie, what do you need? I got you, girl. Girl, you are not spending another dime on me. But, I don't know. I just want to look at it, though. I want it all. It's crazy. Stefan sends $5, or Stefan, I hope I said your name right, and says, my theory is that Newsom's app to Club 33 was denied.
That's
that
funny.
explains the current state of the park.
That's funny.
Thank you. Rick Solis sends $5 and says, I understand that you miss Disneyland. I miss it too, but still I would wait for this pandemic to at least cool down. I don't want to hear that you get ill. Thank you. Lindsay Chrisman sends $5 and says, we love you guys and your family of YouTubers you all hang out with. We want to know if either of you have considered working at a theme park. Definitely wouldn't, because I think how would I explain it? It's like I don't think we'd be able to YouTube it, if that makes sense, because you have to go so much to experience it and all that. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like it would
Yeah, I mean,
Because you'd be working there so much, I guess. You just wouldn't have the...
It would ruin the magic for you?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
guess
kinda
maybe
what it is?
that's probably the better way to say it. It would
Well,
be
and
like...
I'll give you an equate for me is back when I was obsessive about snowboarding when in the 90s when snowboarding kind of first blossomed. It's all I wanted to do, and I wanted to figure out a way to monetize it so that I could make it my job, even though I wasn't good enough to be a pro or anything, but I thought I'm going to be a filmer because I knew about production. And so I shot snowboarding for a while, and I sold footage to guys who were making snowboard films. And it was not lucrative at all. I ended up sitting on my butt all day in the snow filming other people having fun. And when I thought that I was going to get time to snowboard at the end of the day, like, oh, well, I can shoot and then I can snowboard at the end of the day, I was so stiff and tired and cold from sitting all day filming other people that it ruined the whole thing for me. So kind of how I'd feel about a theme park thing. I'd be there so bummed that I'm not having a good time. It's just not part of my makeup to do that. Whereas, when we're there doing YouTube videos and enjoying it, we're kind of like, we're enjoying it for real, and we're just kind of featuring it with a camera and then delivering it to you guys. So that's more kind of what I'm about, and so if that answers your question at all.
Somebody said, do you coordinate who films when you hang out with vloggers? Do you have nights out with no cameras? Love you guys.
Yeah, we do.
We do have nights with no
We absolutely
cameras,
do.
days with no cameras.
Yep.
We don't really coordinate too much. Like,
It's-
sometimes we do.
Yeah, it's kind of a free-for-all when we all shoot together. It's just kind of like,
You have to figure it out.
yeah, and we all respect each other immensely, and a lot of us will, oh, sorry, and go ahead, or
And
we'll wait.
sometimes, yeah, and sometimes it's like when there's a lot of us, like at Knott's Halloween that first night, like it can get stressful, and you're not stressed at the other vloggers, you're stressed about getting your shots, and like,
Right.
oh, dang it, like, for instance,
Yeah.
with us, it can be a little challenging because I'm the social butterfly. I'm talking to every single person, do it like, do. And Spencer needs me to be, he's like, oh, hey, but like, don't forget about, so I have to constantly like,
Because I go there with an edit in my mind.
yeah,
I'm
and then
already-
I can't read his mind.
Yeah.
So like, sometimes we do get in arguments over this stuff. I'll just be honest
Yeah.
with you. Like, sometimes we're like, dang it, like,
Because
yeah,
and I already know what we have, like as far as if we've been there for an hour, I know what we have,
yeah,
and I know how much footage that is and how that will edit down, and then I know what we also need, and I'm also have a sense of like the overall of like, well, we want to show
yeah.
the experience, the food, the decor, the vibe, the friendliness, the fun, the realness, all
Yeah,
of
it's
those
like
things.
you want to capture all these things.
Right, because that's really what's happening, but to also capture it while living it.
Yeah, because you also want it to be genuine.
Yeah,
And
you're
then-
living in two dimensions,
Yeah,
basically.
it's really like,
So,
but anything good has some sort of challenge,
yeah,
but that's really sweet. Somebody said, I love Spencer's focus and Katie's enthusiasm.
there you go.
But yeah, and it's nice you're honest about arguments. No, yeah, we
Oh, yeah.
argue a lot about that stuff. Like, not just about that stuff, but like,
Well, it's because we care that much about
yeah,
entertaining and showing you guys. If you can't be there, we're trying to give you our experience through our eyes as best we can, so that you feel like you were there. That's really the goal.
call
you
it
know?
what you want, the multi-vlogging just works.
Yeah.
It's so true. Like, it's so funny because it's like, yeah, you're so, and then you start to feel like, oh, dang it, I hope I'm not ruining their video.
That's usually my main concern. Is
Yeah.
I can figure out mine and get it done, but
Yeah.
I'm always nervous about ruining somebody else's.
Yeah,
because
I
I don't
worry
know
about
what
that
their
too.
vision is. Like I have a general idea of what my friends are doing.
And then you also,
But-
you have to realize, like, if you are hanging out with other vloggers, you don't want to, or you want it to be so, like, I still want to, like, love you in person, but, like, right, like, for instance, we could be talking and then, like, something happens that we know we need to film. We have to just, like, boom, like, we have to just move. Like, and our friends that are with us, they have to understand that it's not personal, it's just
Yeah.
that, and they do, like,
When we hang out with friends that aren't vlogging.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like, and that's the good part about the people that do vlog is because that we just all will stop talking and then boom,
Yeah.
So it's
Like-
an interesting.
Like Victor and Megan, they're some of our friends that come
Yeah.
and hang out with us while we're vlogging, and sometimes we feel really bad because we're so busy doing what we're doing, and they're so patient and such great friends that they just kind of lay back and they wait, and that's the love that they have, and it's like we value that so much, and we still apologize consistently because we're like, we're so sorry, dude. Like, let's go hang out. Like, let's be present with each other. And so it's just a balance of that.
That's why it's like we say when we're actually filming something, it's you know, it's yes, that's us really experiencing it. Like we keep it very genuine.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're not able to be completely present with like our guests that we're with or whatever. You know,
you have like 1 foot in
each door
in
or
each,
in each
exactly
room, and
this
so you're kind of doing that.
This is the behind the scenes of vlogging for us, anyways. That's everybody does it different. That's the beauty of it.
Different.
Like I'm always wondering how other people do it because I watch a lot of vlogs. We watch Dale and Paula McKenzie. I watch a lot of Casey Neistat. I'm always curious, like, how did he do that? I wonder how he does that.
And I don't watch.
And we do this every day, and I'm like, wow, I wonder how what his process is, or how he achieved. I know how I would achieve that, what he's doing, but maybe he's got a different way or a better way of doing that. So I don't know.
I don't watch seriously. Like I literally watch our friends that we hang out with sparingly because I'm honestly like a bird brain, and then
well, I'm just fascinated with the whole idea of YouTube, and I was fascinated with Periscope when it came out because you could live stream at the drop of a hat, and I'm fascinated with processes of how people do things. I love to watch artists, I love music, and I love all the processes that go into any artistic endeavor.
Oh,
it
that's
fascinates
so sweet.
me.
Someone said the magic of your show is you two are so authentic and engaging. That's really sweet.
Appreciate that. We try to maintain that. Out of all things, we try to maintain that authenticity over production value. Like that will supersede production value, and we try to keep kind of an equal.
Would you guys like it if like next time we're arguing, I'll just start recording, and I'm gonna put it up.
That's not gonna happen. No.
I'm gonna just put it up and be like, listen, we're gonna. This is called authentic. Authentic.
Okay, here's a shout out for Alyssa, Sydney, and Michelle. What's up, you guys?
Oh, thank you. You think Disney likes the vloggers? I like it.
Allie says, I just like the way he is with her. My heart melts. Love you both. Katie is a goddess and Spencer is an angel.
He's not an angel.
100%. You see the halo? It's there.
No, you're He's patient with me though, sometimes. You know, the thing I think that I like best about our dynamic though, that like, even when, and I guess when you film by yourself, which I've done before and you've done before, and even when we're with friends, like sometimes even if I'm not filming, I go to like a restaurant and I'll see like a photo on the wall or like a person on the wall that like, I'm like, oh, if we were filming, I would be like, look at that funny person with like the, you know, the purple hair. And Spencer would be like, well, that's actually Bringham Blogaboo, and he was the fifth person to schlibbity schlobbity. And so I do like that, like...
My vast knowledge of useless information?
Yes. And like, you know, and then I'll say something funny about it. And so I do appreciate that, like, we can, you know, we can compliment those things.
Susie says, no, please don't do that live arguing, Katie. Thank you, Susie.
I'm going to just be like, this is the true life. What is it, true life?
Yeah. And then Lisa Wright says, Disney vloggers give fans a sense of being a part of a community. That's true, because we feel like we're part of kind of a community with you guys and with our fellow vlogger friends and people that have like-minded interests. That's kind of why I think all of this works.
Somebody said Katie is sometimes mean to Spence. And
this is true.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true. I'm like...
But see, now she has a sense of humor, though, that's part of her sense of humor. And sometimes it's even hard for me to understand that because... it's just how she is. It's like she wouldn't do that if she didn't care.
Yeah.
She's one of those people like she's just gonna like ignore you if she doesn't really like you. She's not gonna go out of her way to make some sort of snarky remark that some people would normally go like, wow, that was really rude. But it's like she finds there's art in that for her. She's crafting these things in her head, and that's her art. That's her artistic way.
Yeah.
I brought home, what did I bring home? That little pillow from
dead end.
And she says, oh, I was going to make a funny joke about, I won this little dead end pillow from the
Go
the
get
golf
it. It's
event.
right there. It's right there. And I was like, dude, I got such a good joke for that, but like, I'm gonna stop myself and not be mean because I'm so mean naturally.
So here it is. I won this when Adam and I went and did the ghost golf the other day.
Yeah.
I didn't put this part in the video, but anyways, so she says, "Oh, I got a funny joke about the dead end pillow," and I said, "Don't say it." And she started laughing, and I go, "Let me guess. Let me guess." And she said, and I knew it.
So
I knew
good.
that. I said, "Oh, was it something to do with like, oh, that's this relationship, or that's where this relationship is going to a dead end?" And she goes, "Yeah," and I'm like, and she goes, "It was such a good joke," and I go, "No, it wasn't good because I predicted it."
So you're right. It wasn't good because of that.
Yeah, because.
But it could have been like potentially had I like said it the right way with a whip of like, well, it's just like this relationship at dead end. You know what I mean?
Whatever.
Like it could have whipped hard.
Except to be fair, the joke itself hit a dead end. Oh! Can I get it right up there? Yeah, that's what's up.
But see, that's the thing though, is like then Spencer will inherently every once in a while, because he'll jokingly be mean too, but like in a good way. Like I prefer that as opposed to just, you know.
It's like what guys do to each other. How we
yeah, I have a very male energy.
Charlie and I do that a lot. Like we rip on each other all the time.
Yeah.
And
see, that's where I can get along though with the guys, is because I have a male energy. It's a term of
endearment, and if you can't handle it, then you don't deserve to be friends with those people.
It's a Leo thing. Okay,
yeah,
you're
a little
like
bit
that
of a Leo
too?
thing. But I think it's like you said. You do have a guy energy, and it's a guy thing because guys do it like oh, you know, we rip on each other, and that's like.
Yeah, Charlie's right. You need someone with you to keep a happy medium, and it's true. Like when Charlie, because that's the thing. Now inherently, I can be.
Margaret says the Pixar has spoken.
It's true, and then Spencer, if we happen to be, which there's ebbs and flows of any kind of relationship, and then you work together on top of it.
Yeah.
There's times where we are like this at each other's throats.
More like this.
And and that's when it's not like, oh, I'm just being mean, like because I'm making funny quips and you know whatever.
That's different.
And that's different. It's like that's where Charlie like, dude, thank goodness, because he'll be like, wait, it's like it becomes a point where we can't even communicate. Like we will not even be able to communicate because we're just not hearing like what each other's saying. And so Charlie will be like, Katie's saying this. And like it's the same thing, but because it's not coming out of my mouth, and vice versa. He'll be like, Spencer's just saying this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Lighten up, Katie.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what happens to us, and I hope that explains. That was a really long thing, but at least you can kind of understand who we are a little bit better. But the Stacy Squad sends $10. I love the idea of vloggers living in a house together, and it reminded me of the real world. I know, right?
Right?
True story of 7 strangers who grew up in great living in a house.
Except we're not strangers, but
thank you, the Stacy Squad.
Anakin Skywalker says, "Will you guys ever collaborate with Ordinary Adventures?" We have not done an official like collaboration, but we've vlogged together many times, and we've hung out together.
I wouldn't say many times, right?
Yeah, we have. We've run into them so many times and hung out, and whether it's
Disneyland.
Disneyland.
Like in real life, but we haven't like done multiple videos, right?
No, but what I'm saying is like they're on our videos, and when we see
them.
them.
Oh, like that. I thought you meant like.
But I literally said we haven't like literally collabed, like hey, like called them up and said let's do a collab, but we've run into them and then put them on our videos and vice versa.
Oh, okay.
And I don't
that
know if
explanation is such a.
She's trying so hard to work.
I want to make this dead end thing work.
No, you know what? Your attempt at this is hitting
it's
a
not.
dead end.
That is a good one. That was a good one. I can't even deny that. Michael Chilton sends $5 and says, "Thank you. Recently, my wife noticed something. You guys and all Disney vloggers are insanely kind. No judgments, all fun. Thank you." Well, thank you.
Wait, is Ordinary in here? Did I just see?
Oh, I hope they are.
Or was that...
Oh, I hope they are. I love it. Tatum says that's
they are.
Oh, they are.
So we love Ordinary, yes.
We love you guys.
And we would totally collab with Ordinary. It's just...
You know, we might even collab.
Oh my gosh, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
I will give you that. Usually I'm the
You're normally this is you.
What?
I just want to use this, okay? I just want to say normally you're a dead end.
Here, I'm going to use it.
Ow!
There we go.
Tatum says, That's my favorite thing about Spencer. He's all of his weird knowledge, as I call it, shinfo. Miguel says, sends $5 and says, coming home from downtown Disney, the ceviche from Tortilla Joe's was good. Heck yeah.
Oh, good.
Rick Solis sends $5. Can you send a shout out to my son Noah, 6 years? Oh, hello, Noah. Last week he totally loves your walkthrough at Disneyland. He would love to meet you when this all clears. Well, we would love to do that.
Thanks, Noah. We appreciate you, man.
Hermelinda sends $10 and thank you and says, how about the San Carlos Hotel? I don't even know where that's at.
Sounds good to me.
Rock sends $20. Rock and Sandy want to thank Spencer and Adam for being so gracious when Sadie met you at World of Disney today.
Aww.
She was so excited. Thanks. I wish I could have met you guys.
It was our pleasure.
Rachel Streamer sends $5. Met you two outside of Lego store. Someone shouted, Adam the Woo, and I spotted you two. Haha. Did you guys get stopped all the time? Do you guys get stopped all the time walking around?
Once in a while.
Yeah, but it's fun.
But it was good meeting you. I remember that.
Lindsay Chrisman, wait, did I read this one? Oh, yeah, I did. So I was like, I've read this one. Okay, there we go.
But I'm really happy Ordinary's in here. Peter and Kitra are very awesome people. They make great videos. They're really good at what they do. They're really fun. They've got a vast knowledge of Star Wars that I thought I was pretty badass when it comes to Star Wars.
But your Star Wars knowledge is kind of a...
Okay, this whole thing, yeah.
Just let me get one.
It's hitting a dead end now.
No, it's not.
But make sure to subscribe and watch Ordinary Adventures.
Please do.
Their adventures are they're not ordinary at all. They're amazing. So
very much.
That's the irony of their name, but it's not ordinary by any means. It's very exceptional, and they're great people.
And this was Spencer for CNN News.
The way I ended it.
It sounded very...
Well, I buttoned it. That's called a button, Katie. And I had to teach Katie to button things because Katie
If
will
only
just
it would finally hit a...
That was okay. Sometimes I'll be behind the camera and Katie will be yammering on and I'll go like this. That means button it, Katie. Finish this. Enough.
Yeah, he'll seriously be like, we should bring this with us.
Oh,
you could
great.
just put it up like
a cue card. Dead end.
Shut up, Katie. Or like throw it in like in football.
As a stage manager, part of my job was, sometimes it depends on the show, but I would have little cards that I would hold up to a host or whoever was, in need of it, and it would say like wrap it up.
Shoot.
Sometimes it had time cues, 30 seconds, 1 minute, but then you'd help wrap, and it would have we put a red box around it, and you're like, wrap it up.
Okay, dead end.
Okay. That's mine, by the way.
Dude, whenever you start lecturing, I'm going to be like, you know what? At least it'll give you okay, here's what happens. And we've said this in a live before. When Spencer starts going and talking, like, my attention span is like, what?
0.
Yeah, it's about 0. I would say that.
But I go about the quarter of the length that you go. You yammer on. And
but, like, it's really interesting when I say
That's not true. I actually have some substance to what I say.
That's true.
And some knowledge behind it.
That's true. I'm not going to lie.
A lot of times, Katie just wants to hear herself talk a little bit.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I do not.
Yeah.
That is so not true. But anyway, what was I trying to say? See, I forgot. So I'll hold this
Did you just
up.
hit a dead end, Katie? She 100% just hit a dead end. I need to get some water.
No, my point is sometimes, and you can see it. I challenge you though. When Spencer starts talking and he starts like, say he like says a real like a lengthy thing. Watch my face and try to pick out when my brain just can't tolerate it anymore. It's like all of a sudden like my brain just goes like, and I start thinking about nail polish and like, I literally just start thinking about anything. Like I'll start thinking about popcorn, all kinds of things. So it's pretty funny. If you can pick it out, you can get it. Why do they all think Patrick's coming? He's not. He just went to go get some water. Don't say that, you guys. If Patrick Patrick comes out, I will literally chuck this so hard at his head. I think we're just trying to be real tonight as much. Not that we're not real all the time, but I think like in these last few lives, I've really wanted to focus on like sharing how we're really feeling, because I think everybody's like feeling these ways, and I don't want to hide stuff. I want to be like, we fight. Just be real. Patrick is not coming. You guys stop. It's like you guys are Beetlejuicing him. Don't make him come out. I don't need him in my life. And I hear something and it's scaring me. Oh no. Stop laughing. Don't do it, Spencer.
Getting water.
I don't think you're getting water because I hear noises. Stop. Please don't do it to me. I don't have it in me.
I can't control Patrick.
I know, but you can tell him to not come out. Give him the dead end pillow. Spencer Emmons.
You have a chance to talk now. You're not using it.
It's not. Okay, but all they keep saying is Patrick, so I don't have a chance to blabber. They keep saying Patrick. Oh, okay. Somebody, I see shamrocks everywhere. Please, God, no.
What is that? What is that coming through the door right there? Whoa, watch out.
No.
Katie, watch out. Oh, Katie, hello. I heard you were requesting my presence.
No, I wasn't.
Look what I brought you. I brought you a shamrock necklace because you're such a fine Irish lass. I'm not sure if you're Irish, but I know that Spencer is Irish. He's a fine gentleman. No, stay out. Don't come in here right now. I'm taking.
So terrible.
Oh, Katie.
Stop. Dude, I got this for you, Patrick.
Oh, that's very nice.
It's a dead end pillow.
I'm not sure how that would apply to my life, and
But look at it's like a gold doubloon, or it's like a gold coin.
Oh, it
not
looks
round.
a little bit like something from a pot of gold, but I'm not
But
quite
it's
sure.
not.
Let me cinch up my tie. I've come dressed for the
Oh
occasion,
yeah,
Katie.
Liz from Royal Dorks got that
Yes,
for you.
I'd like to look like a fine
Wow.
Irish gentleman when I come on the show. I thought last time I looked a bit disheveled.
Okay, people are saying that you and I just want to clear up this rumor, Patrick, and perhaps you can with me.
Yeah, let me
People
fix my
think
beard
that-
for a second, Katie.
Stop.
I want to look like a fine Irish gentleman.
You're not, though.
I just came over the rainbow. It's quite a trip. I almost fell over the pot of gold.
Okay, but I want to clear up this rumor that, like, so I don't know if you gave me this thinking that we are an item in any way, because we're not.
Oh, no, Katie. It's
We're
a term
not.
of endearment.
Okay,
From
good.
the Irish people. We are people of love. We are people of passion.
Right.
We
but
like to express that, and we'd like to spread the Irish way
They want
to
know
all
if,
of our
if
friends.
you're single, because some people are calling me Katie Begora, but we
Oh,
are
well,
not.
let
we
me
are
tell
nothing.
you, I live in that tree alone, everyone, so I guess you would call me single, but I have to tell you, I have a lot of friends who come and visit me at Disneyland.
Are
But
you
it's been
saying you're
such a long
player?
time.
Is that what you're saying?
I am not a player by any
Is
means.
that what he's trying to say?
Not sure what
You
that
have
means.
A lot of females that come and visit you.
I have a lot of friends of all genders that come and visit me at the tree.
No, I don't love Patrick.
Patrick Begora sends love to you, Katie. How could
I
you treat...
don't.
Oh,
I
Katie!
think you're okay.
Oh, my heart. Be still, my heart,
You're
Katie.
just annoying.
Oh, I don't know what to do anymore because you have left me. You have left me feeling so left out.
Do you live in a stump or a tree?
I live in a tree, Katie. You've seen the tree. Don't act like you haven't seen me tree. She's been by me tree so many times, you guys.
Yeah, but I'm not going
She's
in
playing
your tree.
games. She's a feisty one, isn't she? I think that's what I like about her. Ah!
See, admit it. Yeah, I do not secretly
I
love
cinch my
Patrick
tie.
at all.
Do you like my tie? I dressed up for you, Katie.
Yeah,
Ah, look at
it's
him like a
not-
fine gentleman.
It's not helping.
Where's Dylan? He's a fine Irish gentleman too. He is very Irish. I know he is. I can tell from the
What
heart.
if he's not?
I can tell from his
Dude,
heart.
dead end.
This
Dead
is
end.
not a dead end.
This is.
No, this is not a dead end.
This is
Patrick
what
Begora,
happens.
ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, there was a man named Donald Duck who first came to me.
You always say the same story.
I have to tell the story. It's
No.
a fine story. I was living in my tree alone
No.
in Anaheim next to all these orange
Please
trees.
don't tell us the story. We
Then
know
there
the
came a duck.
story.
A duck who
Oh
was like
my
a man. He
God.
could talk. It was very strange.
Dude.
And he did all kinds of construction, and I was like, "What are you doing here?
stop. Okay,
What are you doing in my
I
place?"
know.
And this is what I said to him.
Every
I had a
time.
problem, and Donald Duck said, "No, meet my friends Mickey Mouse
The
and Goofy
same
and Pluto and all these
story.
guys." And they
Okay.
took me over to the
Right.
studio in Burbank.
And there was Disneyland.
They showed me the plans of Disneyland.
Okay.
Oh, what an amazing
Yeah.
place. This opened me eye. I thought,
You know this
is
story.
an amazing thing. And they said, it's okay, we'll let you live in the tree, but we must build Disneyland for the people. It's Walt Disney's dream. And I said, who is this
Okay.
man, Walt Disney?
Okay.
He must be a fine Irishman. I'm not
Question.
quite sure.
But I have a question for you.
Whoa, what's your question,
Do
Katie?
you have to do that note every single time?
Ah, yes, I
No.
do.
Stop. Okay, if you could go to one place, would you go to Las Vegas or would you go to Tahoe?
Ah, this is tough. I would probably go to Las Vegas. There's a casino there called O'Shea's.
Oh,
And I think I would fit right in because their logo has shamrocks. And you can win pots of gold in O'Shea's.
Okay.
It excites me to no end, Katie.
well, guess what? You can't come.
Oh, I will go anyways. I have magic. I can show up. I can appear. I'm a leprechaun.
Dang it. Are you serious?
I can.
Okay, well,
I
you
have
know
powers
what?
beyond your imagination.
Oh my gosh, you should see what's going on over there in the kitchen. There is a giant
Is there corned beef and cabbage over there?
and a big pot of gold over there.
No,
You
that's
should
not a
come-
pot of gold,
That
Katie.
is a pot of
Absolutely
gold.
not. It's a
You
pot of
should-
soup that you made for me, but it has cabbage in it, and
Okay,
Irish people like cabbage.
people sent you some super chats.
Wow,
you want to
these
hear
are
them?
very kind.
Don
very
Cooper
kind.
sends you $20 and says,
Oh, Don.
oh lordy, hi Patrick. Anyway, I love how real and honest you guys are. It's a breath of fresh air.
I thank you, Don Cooper.
Thank
I
you.
pride myself on being honest.
Wait, say Cooper again. Say her name again.
Don Cooper. I pride myself on being a truthful, fine
Wait,
Irishman.
please say Cooper again.
Don Cooper. What is the problem with my accent?
Why do you?
I make fun. I think
why
you
don't
have a
just
strange
say
accent.
Cooper? Why do you have to Cooper?
Because it's my accent. It's how I talk. I talk in kind of a rhythm, Katie.
How come you're wearing the same shirt as Spencer?
Well, he loaned it to me. He said, if you want to come on the show, you have to look like a fine gentleman. And I figured, well, I could at least wear me tie.
And I figured.
I could. I very well could.
Okay.
I come from County Cork in Ireland, Katie. Do your research. It's a fine place.
Okay, Pete L sends you $10 and says this is for Patrick to purchase some Bengal barbecue across the road.
Oh, Pete, you have no idea how much that makes me happy, my friend. You don't know how many times from the tree, I smell the Bengal barbecue, and I can't leave the tree when the public's there because I would get run over. Do you see the crowds in Adventureland sometimes? I would literally get trampled.
Okay, Ermelinda sends $5 and says Patrick with a bunch of green hearts.
Oh,
and
thank you,
heart
Ermelinda.
eyes.
Thank you. You're a fine, fine Irish woman. I can feel it from your heart.
Since you're assuming Dylan is Irish too,
When people have a fine heart, Katie,
it makes
that
them
is
Irish.
of the Irish way.
So I'm.
We're a passionate people. And we have a lot of love for the world.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes we're mistaken for being a little aggressive, but we're not.
Okay, Patrick.
We're just passionate.
It's time for you to go.
I'm
Say
being-
goodbye.
I feel like I'm
Say
being.
goodbye.
I feel very
This
offended.
is now
I feel very offended by your actions,
Don't
Katie.
be offended. Bye, Patrick Leisha.
This is all the time I have. I think I will determine when I leave, which will be in just a few seconds. But first, I have to say a couple things.
Oh no, please don't.
Thank you to Walt Disney for allowing me to stay in my tree in Adventureland. I am ever indebted to you and your dream of Disneyland, which I hope that it will come back soon because I need you guys around. This is the only reason I come to these live streams.
Oh really?
Yes, because there's no
You
one in
don't just want to
Disneyland.
annoy me.
The only person I talk to in Disneyland is Security Brian. And he's a good friend, but he's a busy man. And I can't always rely on him to be there. He doesn't always have time for me. But you guys do.
Danny sends you $5 and says, "Has Patrick decorated for Halloween?"
Oh, I'm not sure what Halloween is. I've heard about this thing. Some say it has a lot to do with the color of my beard, a lot of orange things. I hear it's about a pumpkin.
Okay,
We
time to
don't
go
quite
now.
have pumpkins in Ireland, but
You sound like you're getting depressed.
Oh, well, it's because I miss everyone from Disneyland.
Okay, it's time
It's
to
a
go.
sad state of affairs.
Bye, Patrick.
Would you tell your governor to please open up
Bye.
Disneyland?
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody. It's been great. Thank you for having me, Katie.
Thank you.
I'm gonna cinch me tie up. Thank you, Liz from Royal Dorks. There we go. Ah, see
Bye,
that?
Patrick Leisha. Maybe I'll
Isn't that a fine specimen of an Irishman?
maybe I'll choke you with it.
You don't want to do that.
I do.
Maybe I'll do. Maybe I can do a dance on the way out.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye. Okay. Let me read. He's wearing a tie. Yes. No, he will never kiss me. You will never see that happen. You carve potatoes. Oh, well, we'll have to tell him. Hopefully he won't come back. And we won't tell him ever again. No, he will not kiss me. That will not happen. I would never let Patrick kiss me. Angie says, hi, Patrick. We love you. Katie and Spence. We'll make sure that we tell him, or he can probably watch this recording.
Angie.
Okay. See, sounded like he heard that.
I'm taking away the rainbow.
Okay. Let me check some of these super chats. I want to make sure I don't. Dude, my zit is so. Get that out of here. Get. Patrick is bae. Sorry. Lisa sends $15 and says, hanging in there with you guys.
Patrick leave? I think he's gone.
Yes, he's gone. Thank God.
Bye, Patrick.
Natalie Ruby sends $5 and says, hi, Katie and Spencer. Love all the videos lately. The haunted hayride place is still my favorite. We'll be in downtown Disney on the 17th through the 21st. Hope to see you. We hope to see you. I read Don Cooper. Santino sends $5 and says, can I have a shout out for Vince? Hi, Vince.
What up, Vince?
What up?
Vince Clortho?
I don't know who that is.
Does anybody know that reference? Tell me
Nope,
what film
not.
that's a reference from.
Not me. I do not know. I do not know. So I want to read this thing from, do you have your phone on you?
I think Patrick has it. Patrick, do you have the phone?
Oh, don't make him come over
I
here.
got the phone over here.
Okay. That really just happened. I want to check the thing that Disney released a statement, but I can't check because we're streaming on my phone. Chris Spokesman sends $5.
Spokesman, what's up, dude?
You know, for a leprechaun, Patrick doesn't seem so lucky. LOL.
This is the problem that he always expresses to me, Chris, is that he doesn't understand how the luck of the Irish does not apply to him because he's stuck in Disneyland alone. Hence why he jumps out here into these live streams magically
Just to
somehow.
annoy me.
Yeah.
And somehow he doesn't come and annoy you, but he annoys me.
Oh, he does. He does, because I was getting water and he tied me up and left me in the kitchen so
Oh.
that he could get time, and then he let me go as, leprechauns they're devious little fellows.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's really annoying,
Yeah,
too.
Chris, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do, man.
He is really annoying. So I want to look up, because Disney released some sort of a statement, and I'm curious. He's ridden Indy hundreds of times this week, I bet. I think he did,
Yeah.
too. Oh my gosh, this is still on me. Oh my gosh.
What is that?
I don't know. Some sort of a necklace, and it's stuck in my hair. I don't want it.
That must be from Patrick. Look at
Maybe,
that.
yeah.
What a kind Irish gentleman he is.
No,
And you just, you take his love and you toss it away.
he's annoying.
I'll let him know.
I'm gonna have Spencer look it up so we can see. So hopefully we can like read it to you guys. So if anybody didn't get it,
I'm pulling it up now.
are you gonna read it?
I will read it.
Yes, we get to watch him squint.
Breaking. Disney's chief medical officer fires back at California government in official statement just released. Here it is.
It might be a little small font, huh? Is it fine?
And this is, her name is Dr. Pamela Heimel. I hope I'm saying your name correct. She's
Okay.
the chief medical officer of Disneyland Parks Experiences and Products. She says, and I quote, "We absolutely reject the suggestion."
Before you get started though,
Oh my gosh.
no, this is very good. We are not getting political, and we're not going there. We're just reading that statement.
Reading a statement.
That's
Yeah.
all it is. This isn't political.
This is from
it's
a
just-
doctor. She's not a politician. So
This is Disney news.
So
This
I-
is,
right.
you know that we love Disney.
So
we're following
to
Disney
say this
news.
is political is not. This is a doctor
And
who
we're
works
just
at
reading the
Disneyland.
statement.
Right. We absolutely reject the suggestion that reopening the Disneyland Resort is incompatible with a, quote, health-first approach. The fact is that since March, we have taken a robust, science-based approach to responsibly opening our parks and resorts across the globe. Our health and safety protocols were developed in consultation with epidemiologists and data scientists, and after considering guidance from the Centers of Disease Control and experts in the local government and health agencies, all of our other theme parks, both in the United States and around the world, have been allowed to open on strength of our proven ability to operate with responsible health and safety protocols.
Whoa.
That,
Dang.
well spoken, Dr. Pamela Heimel. That, what do you got to say about that?
Wow.
I'd love to hear a response to that, but I doubt we will get one.
No. Oh my.
Because that was,
We're trying not to get.
no, I'm just saying, like, what do
Yeah.
you say to that?
Wow, that's a clap back.
Well, like I said before,
She does make a good point.
like I said
though.
before, prepare for a lawsuit. Prepare for a lawsuit. It's coming.
Oh, Terry. Okay, Terry, you were talking about the debates. Yeah, we're not talking about that. But wow, that's crazy.
No, here comes the lawsuit. I mark my words. Like, that.
I mean, if you do step back, like I've even talked to my grandma about this, who like, you know, she knows obviously that, you know, what side I sit on. I feel like Disney can open. I feel like schools can open. I stand in the middle where like I take the virus seriously. I understand that like it's scary, you know, but I do think that we need, you know, we can't just stay locked up for 2 years. Like theoretically we can't do that.
No, it's
so,
becoming, you know, anyways.
You know, she knows how I stand. But anyway, you know, I started talking to her about it, and she's like, you know, like I explained to her all the parks around the world and, you know, all this stuff. And same thing with my grandpa. Again, these people, they don't know this. They're just, you know, elderly Germans. And they were like, this makes no sense, you know, for a lot of people that are being very objective. But yeah, that's really, you know, that's pretty crazy. That's a pretty big, like,
Somebody said, Samantha Ferguson, I bet that's why Iger quit. Lawsuit is coming. Disney is throwing down.
You think so?
If
Yeah.
I know anything about the Disney company, they do not play.
Yeah.
And they're calculated, and they're not stupid, and they're not about to make a wrong move. And so, you know, the ball is in the court of the state.
Yeah.
Which,
But now,
you know.
I do question, as far as, would that affect their like stock and like
I don't know. That stuff
you know
is
what
all,
I mean?
I
Like,
don't know anything about that kind of stuff. But
image? Are they worried about those things? Like what, or is it
No,
a
but-
matter of like we need to, you know?
But they've continually proven that this is not, if science and health and safety are paramount, if these are the things that supposedly have been the main concerns and the reasons for closure, if
Right.
that is if that in fact is true, then they have met those adversities with solutions, with safe solutions, and proven the viability of those solutions. So therefore, what they're kind of doing, this is my guess, is, sorry for going here, but this is what I think they're doing. They are forcing the hand to say, if it's not this and if it's not that, what is it?
It's almost
If it's
like
not
it's
health
like
and if it's not safety, then what is the problem?
it's almost like it's a
Yeah, it's a
dead
dead
end.
end. No, seriously, because
No, it's true though.
and this is why you will not get a response from the state now, because they're not about to admit anything but the fact of well, it's about science, it's about health and safety. Well, they've proven that. So what kind of excuse are we going to make now? That's all. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Yeah, I think the other
Piles
thing
of excuses.
The other thing that it's like I said, it really, I've always thought the way I felt, the way I just shared a while ago, but I think what really got me is when I was standing in the mall with my, 70-ish-year-old grandma, and I'm like, how come we can be in a closed-in mall, a
Yeah.
shopping mall that like is absolutely
How can
not
we be
essential.
at Knott's with like
A full park.
a full park? What Knott's doesn't enjoy that kind of capacity midweek, off season ever.
Ever.
Okay.
But then on top of it, going on your Knott's thing, what difference would the rides make if you've proven through the CDC this disease is not spread primarily, and I found it on the CDC website, you guys can go look, but it says touching and like touch, it's not contact. Contact is the least way to spread it.
Right.
It's mostly airborne. But then I'm allowed to go into a shopping mall with my elderly grandma and wait in a 20-minute line to go into C's Candies, a tiny little store. Like, what?
Well,
and nobody there is checking your temperature to go in.
Yeah, so
nobody is enforcing you to wear your masks there at all.
What Disney is saying is they've proven that there is a double standard and a discrimination at hand. That's what they are proving.
Yeah.
And they will prove that. And do you think for a second that a doctor and these people who are in charge who deal with big problems.
This is another good point too. Adam said we don't even eat on rides. We'd have the masks on.
Right.
Eating, we don't even have masks
right.
on. So I mean, I guess eating is essential, but at the same time, they could say no, like eating in.
And here's the thing, and I'm going to say this right now because we're going to get comments on this video afterwards of people saying.
You're political.
No, they're going to say this. They're going to say opening a theme park is not essential. You guys are crying about Disneyland and getting on rides and blah, blah, blah. That is not what we're saying. We are saying that this goes beyond that because this is discrimination and this is some sort of, some flim-flam going on here because...
I love that word.
If you can prove a safe protocol, which has been proven, then...
What is it?
Because on one hand, they're saying it's about health and safety, but then if they can prove that they can be healthy and safe, then you didn't really mean what you said, state. You're lying through your teeth. Okay?
Yeah.
And I am not, again, and I will say this to the people who are going to comment, I am not a political person. I'm not a Trumper. I'm not any of these things. I am a reasonable human being who sees a very sharp, just like, there's something going on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, I am so behind on these. Spokesman says, free my West Coasters. I can't wait to see you guys in Disneyland again.
That's right,
Thank you, Chris. I hope so.
West Coast.
I really, really hope so soon. I am so sad without Disneyland.
Because otherwise I'm going to go to Walt Disney World and send my videos to the state and be like, woo, what's up?
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Are the Lakers winning? Yeah. Wait. They're not playing tonight? Are they? If they are, I don't know because you have the debates going on. You have so much going on. It's like, oh my goodness.
And I'm going to say one more thing. No, I'm going to say one more thing. Katie doesn't want me to say it, but I'm going to say it.
No. Stop.
Because it's about Disneyland being essential and people, discriminating against the fact that it's a theme park is I think part of the reason that it's like, that's not necessary. It's like, it's a place where people just go and have fun. It's a kiddie zone or whatever it is, and it's not necessary. There are so many things out there that you could put into that category, and they're open. And it doesn't demean the workers because their job consists of something that brings joy to people, whether you believe in it or not. Whether it's, producing children's content or books, or whether whatever. There's so many things I could list that are like the subject matter of the job for some reason is being judged. And it's like, people still work hard. They still have to punch a time card. They still have to pay insurance. They still have to do things. It's a job, regardless of if it's in a theme park, regardless if it is in a library, regardless if it is in a museum. It's still a job that someone has to show up on time, look nice, perform duties. It is a job. And if you want to counter me on that in the comments, you got nothing. Sorry.
Okay. Spencer, you got heated.
Well, no, because I'm sick of hearing these
okay.
Comments that have nothing to them except for trolling. It's like, whatever.
Charlie was like, I really want cookies. I agree. I feel like that's the problem. This is the climate though right now, is like sometimes and I feel the same way too, like sometimes I'll just get going and you get going. So
well, no, because
I understand. I know. You need cookies. Well, I made the chocolate chip ones. Those were really good. The chocolate chip oatmeal was really good. I kind of want to make some basic chocolate chip cookies. And another thing too, the pumpkin ones with the cream cheese frosting. That sounds really good right now too. But
we
I'm
should
also
send some of those up to Sacramento. Maybe they just need some love. Maybe they're just lacking in compassion up there.
Elizabeth sends $5 and says, "My husband and sons decided they are making your cookies tomorrow. Yay!
Awesome.
Thank you again for such good content. Sending giant hugs." Well, I hope that those come out good. We'll do definitely a Halloween baking vlog. Okay, Adam said I'm having a cheat week. Mail me some. I will. We'll have to meet up in downtown Disney, and I'll bring you all kinds of goodie stuff. We wants the redhead. We wants the red velvet cupcake. That's what me and Dylan would be saying. Can you guys go to Walt Disney World? It's not off the table. We're definitely thinking about it. Someday it will happen. It's just a matter of like when and how, and we do want to save for it too, because I want to be able to like go full Walt Disney World when we go. Like I want to like, so it'll be fun. I want to try the new Halloween treats. Wow, you really have to go to downtown Disney and go do that, because there's a lot there. I mean, enough that we have to make another video. Like, dang. Can you guys RV to Walt Disney World? That would be so epic. Like, I would do that because, first of all, I don't want to fly, but I don't want to. It's not just that I don't like being high off the ground.
That would cost a lot because the gas and the rental of an RV would cost more.
I just don't want to miss everything. Like, I want to stop, and Dodgers are beating the Padres. Well, dang. Let's see. Do you guys know what's taking over the old AMC theater in downtown Disney? I don't know. I don't know if they're ever going to use that building. I feel like if they do, I feel like it's kind of like a dead end. No, but I feel like that would be so later down the road. I bet you right now, though, Disney's probably wishing, like, dang, I wish we would have figured something out to do with these 2 or 3 buildings. What if
they put like a dark ride in there, and we're like, sorry, we're putting dark ride in downtown Disney. What you gonna do about it?
I don't think it would work, but I feel like, what could they do? Like, I mean, I guess it's mostly like restaurant and shopping and stuff, but like it would be, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of cool stuff they could do.
I mean, it's a big space,
What if they made it like a main street or like a little train? No, you can't, because that would technically be a ride. The virus rules escape me sometimes. Hawaiian Disney Mama sends $5. Tickled to be able to be your Patreon. Well, thank you. Can you give us some exclusive Patreon perks? Love ya guys bunches. We do have one thing we want to do. We've just been kind of busy, to be honest with you. It's been one of those things where like, that's why we don't go crazy asking people to be Patreons, because it's like, it's kind of one of those things, if you want to like tip us and support us, that's great, but we don't, right now it's like, we have to be able to figure out how to do something for that wouldn't sacrifice a lot of the quality of our vlogs, because we put our hearts and soul and almost all of our time into those.
How about all of our time?
Pretty much. Outside of family, and then a little bit of personal,
right.
And we wouldn't want to take that over. So
there is an idea in the works.
Yeah, I do want you to know that there is something that's in the works, but so that's why the most that we're just thankful for those of you that can.
Yeah.
It's definitely not. You don't have to do that. So we appreciate anybody who does, especially when you're doing it not to get special content.
Right.
That means even more to us, because that's like.
Well, and just so you know that it does go to the content.
I guess that's a good way of explaining it.
Because it supports the activities that we go do, that we show you guys, because a lot of stuff costs money that we put on these videos.
And YouTube is not as lucrative as you may think.
Right, whether it's the Super Chats or the Patreon, that you see that, hopefully, I hope you see it in the production value, because that's where it goes. We don't do anything else.
Yeah. So I guess that's the point, though, too, is like the fact that you.
Not that we're not, like I said, we are considering something.
Yeah.
But just know that until that happens, that it goes directly into the product that you see, and it directly relates and the quality is reflected in that because
Yeah, and then also I don't want to take away for the people that can't, for some odd reason, do Patreon. Let me just tell you, watching our videos, amazing. Like that does so much. So thank you. Let me see here. Laura DG sends $5. First super chat. Love you guys. Well, thank you.
Thanks, Laura.
Renee sends $5. I hate to fly also and have suggested to drive to Walt Disney World. My dad took used to Graceland and we drove. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
That would be fun. Debbie sends $5 and says, I was wondering if you could please say hi to my son Asher. We love you guys. You are so down to earth. Well, thank you. Hi, Asher.
What's up, Asher?
Rebecca Finn sends $10 and says, I agree, Spencer. It's not about going on rides and just having fun. People's livelihoods are at stake. It's
Correct.
so sad.
Yep.
It's very true.
And the subject matter of their job has nothing to do with their dedication to their job and their need to take care of their family.
Let me see here. CC Prescott sends $3 and says, you guys saved me. I suffer from OCD and anxiety. Love you. A lot of people are suffering with anxiety right now. So, I understand how challenging that can be, but, it's good that you're finding things to help manage that anxiety because it is a challenge.
And that you've identified it. Some people don't even identify it. And
you just go, what's happening to me?
Right.
And it's really hard. Like,
Right.
I've known a lot of people that, have never been anxious in their life. And now since the world got turned upside down, it's like now they're all like, what is this? I'm like, that's anxiety. So, just know it's normal and it's okay. Is Splitsville still in downtown Disney? It is. I don't know if it's really open. I don't know.
No, it's not.
But anyways, we are going to head out because I realized, oh my gosh, we have gone way, way over the time.
It's Patrick's fault. It's not my fault.
It is Patrick's fault. But thank you guys so much for coming. As always, keep on watching. Let's keep hoping for good. And even though it gets really challenging, I myself, I even felt it even today. Like 20 minutes before we went on here, I was like, ugh, I'm ready to give up on Disneyland. I'm just like, so it's hard. And know that it's normal to feel that way.
And stay tuned for tomorrow's video with that very special
little surprise.
Little
something
surprise.
you didn't expect.
I didn't expect it.
Yeah. So it's something cool to see, like, what?
Yeah.
That was at Downtown Disney? That's what I will say. So thank you guys so much. Remember, everybody that's going through loss right now, we're thinking about you.
Yep.
Sending hugs. Charlie, happy birthday to your dad. And, hang on to each other.
That's all we can say.
Virtually, obviously.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much. Thank you again to everybody who donated through Super Chat. And thank you to all of our new Patreons. Welcome, and we appreciate you so much. Hope you guys have a good night.
And we'll see you next time on Best Life and Beyond. Bye-bye, everybody.